What is going on, people? I am here for day number 7 of the 31 Days Hath October series, which I'm doing on this channel. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's my take on the 31 Days of Halloween, 31 Days of Horror, whatever have you. There's so many people doing some kind of, version of this. I call it the 31 Days Hath October series. Pretty much it's 31 31 horror movie reviews in 31 days. So that's a movie review for the entire month of October. So you're getting 31 maybe new horror movies that you might not have heard of before, or ones you forgot about, or whatever. It's going to be a whole lot of movies to watch if you watch my stuff and everybody else's. So like I said, I call mine the 31 Days Hath October. And I try to do more independent titles, and I try to do them in alphabetical order. Some people don't do that. Some people just, go for the classics, or they do their own kind of deal. So I try to do more indie stuff, and I try to do it in alphabetical order. If I don't have a movie that goes with that letter, I'll try to pivot and go to something else, which that's what I'm going to do today. This next couple days, I'm going to have a trilogy of movies that, fit in with each other, that right now are on Netflix. So if you couldn't tell by the title, I'm reviewing Fear Street 1994. But before I get into that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this review, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And go ahead and hit that bell button if you want. This month you're not going to need to, because I'm going to be doing a video every day. But after that, for any other times I do a review or an unboxing or anything like that, if you hit that bell button, you'll know when I do upload more stuff. And I guess let me know of any movies that you're watching for, Halloween, for the entire month of October, whatever have you. Scary movies that you're watching in the comments. Just engage with the video, I guess. And of course, share, let people know I'm out here, and we'll all be hunky-dory. Anyway, so like I said, the first movie I'm reviewing in this little trilogy of movies is Fear Street 1994. This movie is directed by Leigh Janiak. It's based off the book series by R.L. Stine. He had his Goosebumps series, but then he had the Fear Street, which is a little bit more like teenage, adult-style, young adult versions of books. So it's based off books by him, and it's also written by Killen. It stars Kiana Madeira, Olivia Scott Welch, Benjamin Flores Jr., among many others. So pretty much what this is about is it's a town. Let me see if it actually says the town, because I can't think of it. Shadyside. So it's these kids from Shadyside and the town over. They're having this football game. And well, let me rewind it a little bit, because in the beginning you find a bunch of people, or a bunch of workers in the mall, which then dwindles down to 2 people, and it's who is it? I can't even think of her name now. She was in Stranger Things. But anyway, she's in the mall. She's with someone. All of a sudden, he disappears. And now she gets killed. And you find out that this town, Shady Brook, has a checkered past, I guess you want to call it. There's a lot of deaths, a lot of killings and stuff. So this town is kind of like the town everybody dreads or tries to stay away from, except, of course, the people that live in it. So anyway, there's a football game. There's 2 rival towns. They all get into a big fight. They end up chasing each other. And let's just say a crash happens, and let's just say the spot that they end up in awakens something that shouldn't have been awakened. So now, on top of the craziness of these rival towns fighting, let's just say, like I said, it awoke something, and now you get these superhuman type deal, like monsters. I get not even monsters. It's actual humans, but let's just say they have superhuman qualities to them. Now, the people who are involved, the people that awoke this being, are now pretty much in jeopardy and running for their lives kind of deal. And you find out throughout that there's a story wrapped around what happened, and let's just say it's been a long time coming, I guess you want to call it. Like I said, it is a trilogy, so it's kind of goes in backwards chronological order. So I don't want to give way too much away. Pretty much in this one, it becomes a cat and mouse kind of deal, and it's just a fun. When I watch these three movies, you have this one, you have 19. Let me get them right. You'll see more 1978 and then 1666. But I saw these on Netflix and I couldn't wait. They released it like every Friday for a 3-week span, and I couldn't wait to see the next one. So this one, if you haven't seen it, definitely go ahead and check it out for sure. Like I said, they all tie into each other, which I'll get into as they go through. But if you haven't seen this one, definitely go ahead and see it. It is like a slasher times 5 kind of deal. No, slasher times 3 really, because there is 3 people after these kids. And let's just say some of the death scenes in this are pretty intense. All I got to say is a bread cutter. And if you've seen that, you probably know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen Fear Street, the trilogy, start with well, that's the one you have to start with, 1994. But it's definitely one to check out for sure. What I'll do is I'll leave the trailer for it. I believe there's a trailer for it. It doesn't really have a physical copy. This one came from Stinky Tuna, which is a little hard to get into. So I'm not going to leave a link to where you can purchase it, because Netflix hardly ever releases stuff. The only show or whatever that I know they released was up there, if you can tell, Stranger Things, and I'm still waiting for them to release Stranger Things Season 3. But check out Fear Street 1994, and then work your way down for sure. Like I said, the next 3 days I'll be reviewing the next 2, but definitely one to check out for if you haven't seen it so far. Also, like I said, check the description not only for the trailer for the movie. I'll leave the IMDb write-up kind of deal, but also I'll leave the link to everybody who's doing some kind of 31 days. If you've seen Fear Street before, check out, my other reviews. If you've seen those movies, like I said, there's a whole bunch of people doing this, so everybody's doing 31 days for the most part. Some people are doing like 100 movies in 31 days, which is, insane. It's hard enough to do, watch a movie a day, make time, and then do reviews. But I couldn't even imagine doing like 3 a day kind of deal. So check that, like I said, for all the links to their pages. Also, I'll leave the links to all my other social media. I got a Facebook fan page. I got a Twitter, which I hardly ever use. An Instagram, where I show off the movies behind me. I have a TikTok where I do, unboxings or reviews, or I show off what I have in my collection. And I am part of the Wicked Horror Show, which is a podcast every Tuesday night, most Tuesday nights, should I say, that will have either a guest on from an indie horror movie, whether it's the writer, director, actors, actresses, producer, whatever have you. If we don't have a guest, we'll have a open discussion about horror movies. So if you're into horror, you'll probably enjoy that. But check us out live Tuesday nights. If you can't make it Tuesday nights for the live show and you're more into audio podcasts, we take the audio straight from the video and then we put it in audio form for the audio side of the podcast. So check us out there, Wicked Horror Show. And sooner or later, I might actually have my own little website up. TonyHas9fingers.com. So I'll link that when it is fully done and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So again, check out Fear Street 1994. Check out the trailer if you haven't seen it already, which blows my mind if you haven't, because I think it's one of the better series so far. And yeah, I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys.